Hello all, this is Zimnala coming at you with another round of the Planet Crafters Toxicity DLC. We're gonna pick up our gameplay right where we did last time. And we were just exploring like what I think is the farthest reaches of the main game, but like it's a little hard to fully tell. So let's look at what we got going on now. Food, we're gonna need some water. So yeah, we're gonna get ourselves kitted out. And we'll head out there. I upgraded to this one for water. I see that. So yeah, we're going to get loaded up that way. How are we looking at? 31%? That's probably fine. This will probably never be able to reach the next one by the time we finish, so I'm not even going to worry about it. We had just expanded our food producers here. That's good. I don't know if I say this is actually enough to really go out there and do another full round, so I might run around a little bit and do a few other things. So what I could start doing again is actually doing some of the water filtration stuff while we're waiting. Maybe consider moving my supplies to the next lake, which I think would actually be in the next area, but let's go take a look at what's going on. It's like that certainly isn't a priority, but that doesn't mean we can't work on it. Maybe I can grab some ice along the way. We're probably not too far off from actually being able to place the water maker for me, so I don't have to worry about it soon. So yeah, so I'm just gonna slam down a chest with all this water and come back for it later. I just want to have access to it, you know? I don't want to have a time limit if I don't need to. Okay. I'll just put these away. We'll worry about that later. What do we got going on here? 75 out of this? Yeah, so we can't actually clear it out all the way like it, but we can help it empty out a little bit. And I brought enough materials to make another chest because it'll probably need another locker. Yeah, we absolutely do. I had a feeling. Yeah, don't worry about these things being all over the place. Once you unlock drones, you just get the ability to have them all emptied out, and then you can break them down. So they won't forever be a stain on our world. They're a temporary thing. Okay, so I actually need even more storage. So we can poke around. Maybe we can find a couple of ether iron and just slap that into a base. We're kind of killing time while the food grows anyway. Yeah, I'll just kind of slap one down here. Okay. Good. So yeah, I'll start making a little return trip thing that we can do. And I don't need it yet, but I guess I will collect some sulfur and just bring it back so there's some sulfur on hand for when crafting does get there. I won't have to go looking for it. I mean, I don't have to look for it. I know where it is, but I won't have to gather it. So were these bulbs part of this before? Because I feel like these bulbs were not here before. So this might be something that has grown as it's purified, so. Yeah, so I'm just grabbing some of the materials, and when I fill up, I'm gonna return. Full? Yep. Okay. I think it's a meteor storm, probably. Okay, let's drop off our water real quick. I could just toss the sulfur in here for now. Almost the right amount for that anyway. How are we looking at for the food growth? We are at about halfway. I could do another trip out there doing something. What do I want to do? Do I want to load up on some of this materials? Haven't actually filled this stuff up in a hot minute. Yeah, I can go out there on a cobalt and iron run. We'll actually clean up a little bit. It's been a minute. I guess I could also go root around at those asteroids that just landed. The problem is it's all centered on where you were standing, so like they're all going to be in that corner over there, which is going to be a little annoying, but not super annoying. Does mean I need to travel decently far to get to a lot of them, though. But I mean, it doesn't take that long, I guess. Besides, it's already paid off in aluminum, so that's fine. I think I cleared that out. Anywhere else? Oh, look at you. Yeah, I guess I should take it all and break it down for the super alloy. Look at us. We found a chest right along the way. That's cute. I'm gonna slap a little, like, hut here just so I can drop off some of this nonsense. That way I can gather in peace. Like, I'm just, like, killing a little bit of time while I wait for the food anyway, so. Like, I don't need these flowers right now. I'll keep this one on me. I don't need the golden effigy currently, but it's cool that we got it. I think a couple landed right here, so there's a little bit more materials than otherwise might have been. But our goal was cobalt and iron this time. I think there was another one that landed here, so. More than one, actually. I can see all this extra material just chilling. So I think some of it was ended up down here. Like, this stuff looks loose. Yep. Cool. So it's full, which is a good sign that we got most of it. Slap all that nonsense down. We'll pick up what we want on the way out, but we're just gonna gather for now. And see, this is the problem when you have a case where you haven't actually cleared out the ground at all, is that it's a little hard to tell where the stuff you want is and what's new and what isn't. So, see, I found another little bit of a meteor that had struck down here, so. Oh, here's some stuff that's just chilling. Yeah, that was our inventory full, so yeah, we're gonna slap down another one and come back for that. So yeah, we found a decent number of the meteors, and it's a little bit unfortunate that most of it was actually just the normal stuff. I was hoping for at least another piece of aluminum. But it's okay. Was this about where it was? I feel like it was around here. Yeah. Okay. I don't actually expect to find another meteor fragment, but keep an eye out. You just gotta look for stuff that looks like it's out of place. And yeah, we've actually probably been long enough that we can clear out our little things again. So I'll pop over here and do that. I'll also slap these resources into a chest in here, assuming that there's free ones. Okay, well, we'll make one if we need to, so. I expect we're gonna have to make more storage anyway. So I'll just keep bringing that along. What is cool is that we found what we need to upgrade a couple of the food types, the better making foods as well, if we don't just want to outright make new farmers. So we can kind of up our game a little bit as we go. We can try to fill up our inventory on the way back again. Look at that, we found some more of the meteor stuff, okay. So it popped out here on the ground. We can look to see if any of it is aluminum. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. I will forgive it. Well, now that I know that some landed over here, I'm kind of peeking around to see if I can see any of it. No, I don't see another impact spot from here. Okay. You're an impact spot. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out in a second. We're just full. Quality problem. But yeah, what decided me running around was actually the meteor strikes, because I knew that I'd have a chance at free aluminum. So. But that, like I said, that's just a chance. So. Can't get fixated on it. Don't get upset if it happens, you know? Is this another meteor strike? Just because it looks like it's out of place. No, it's just a debris field. Okay. Don't need that. You look weird in the light. Inventory full, that's all I wanted. Yeah, I'll probably slap a couple more food producers in there. If there's room for it in my little spot. There should be. Alright, so iron. You're gonna fill up here. Didn't get that much on that particular grab, but it's okay. I mined a whole bunch, and that's what matters. Put the other miscellaneous nonsense up here. Okay. What do I need for food growers? I know it's aluminum. I got that. Is it really just iron? Okay, that's helpful. Let's come make another couple of water bottles just for ourself. No more room in this particular one. So I'll put the other ones right here. Toss these in here. And I will nom on the ones I need to. Drink some water. Cool. Let's make an actual food one, now that we have enough stuff to probably justify making a storage thing. I know it blocks our magnificent view a little bit, but bear with it. I'm gonna put away a couple of things. I'm not gonna make a thing for this plant right now, but it is cool that we got it. I'll keep track of that later. So yeah, let's get our ducks in a row for the journey. Let's make another couple water bottles for the road. We are going to grab the food we just put away. Okay, and we're going to bring it with us out there. So yeah, we are good to go. We're gonna go head to those deeper sections. I'm debating on whether I want to go to that side area that looked like it was completely separate, or go back to the area we were cleaning up previously, but I guess they both need to be cleaned up. I think I'll go check out that new area, which means, yeah. We're on our way. Yeah, let's just chill for a second. We can enjoy the ride. Look at us just having so much fun. Such a nice ride. But yeah, this monorail takes a little while to get through, but it's okay. Yeah, we should be pretty well suited to stay out here for a hot minute now. So what I will do is I'll grab all the water that we have on this side and bring it with us. That way it's closer to the front lines. That's our little destination there. I'll pop out when we get a little bit closer. We're on our way. Alright. So we got all of our water here. We'll make this into water. I don't know why it won't let me put it on. Oh, is it because I had to have an empty spot on that? Or does it use up a spot? It shouldn't use up a spot. It does use up a spot. So wacko. But yeah, I guess when we get a bigger exoskeleton, we'll consider it. Alright. Let's turn that all into water bottles, so we don't have to make a thing where we're going. How much room we got? I'm gonna drop off a couple and bring the supplies to build a base at least. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'll drop 3 more off so I can have room to make an extra storage thing, but we'll get the supplies along the way. Yep. I'll get an extra piece of iron for the road. But that is everything we needed for more storage. Like, already this planet's really cool looking. I was just surprised it was so large. Because I actually didn't realize that it was going to be this big of a place. That's right, we go up here to get there. This isn't the only way in here, but this is probably the easiest way. Getting out's a little simpler, but... Oh, that's right, there probably was this thing here. Oh well, doesn't matter, that way worked. That was the way I first got up there, that's why I remembered it. Okay. So because I want to check out that area, I'm going to leave most of my water here. I don't think I need to bring all of it here, but this is a nice little medium area. So I need to make some storage here for the water. I'm going to bring 6. I actually don't need to bring all this food either, so we can eat an eggplant. And leave those there. Let's so that one right there I think was the one that I was curious about, because this one looked like it led to a different area to get past this to go to it, but I don't think this is the spot I was cleansing, which was interesting. Although this might be the spot I was cleansing. It's big enough. But I'm gonna see where this leads to. We couldn't have taken a rail if we wanted to, by the way. This one's blocked off. But I want to see where this goes. Oh, this is really, really interesting. Huh. So yeah, I might not be able to get into here right now. Maybe this clears up at 100. Oh. Okay. This area is blocked off to us right now. Huh. Okay, that answers my question though. Then I'm not going to dive right down in there. I think I'm walking my way through that area I'm cleansing. But I guess I wanted to check that out, so this wasn't a waste. So this is an area for deeper down the road. And like I said, I did wish that there were areas I couldn't access immediately. I think that's cool. So that's not a terraformation level requirement, that's actually just straight up purification. Although maybe it's the same thing. Maybe they are the same overall index. But I'll look at it. No, actually I think it said specifically purification. Oh. I guess I wasn't supposed to sneak past it like I did. So maybe when I do, this thing opens up and you can take it as a train. Interesting, interesting. Dip down here into this little storage thing. Okay. So I got some extra water bottles here. Okay. Those are gonna come with us. And we're gonna probably have to come back for food at some point. But we're good for a little bit. So yeah, this was the area we were cleansing, and I do think that. So this is not the one we went down. I think it's farther down. But maybe. Like, this is a different one that I think gets broken, like, right there, I think. So, like, the other one we went down was, I think, that one, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Actually, let's look at what's going on. That's literally just all of that. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I don't need the building supplies to be on me. I can take one of the water bottles and we're gonna dive in and start cleansing. I don't specifically remember where I did and didn't cleanse, so there's not too much more, but I'm just gonna dive down here and look for stuff I haven't cleaned. But this place is absolutely enormous. So this is gonna be cool to go around at after I finish cleaning. So I'm gonna think at like, I think 120 or was it 105 that it would go down another notch? 105, I think? Nope, maybe it is 120. Huh, nope, it is 105. I just took a second to register it. Good. So yeah, I don't see much that way, so I guess that's probably out of the area if I was to guess, so. How big is this lake? 500! Oh, this is a big, bad Larry to clean up with the purification. Like, we're gonna fill up before we finish cleaning this up. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, one more and we have to do it. But yeah, we got most of it. Next trip should let us finish it. Yeah, so maybe that one does run all the way through to somewhere. But that wasn't the other monorail we saw, I believe. Yeah, there's broken bits of the monorail everywhere, so this it did have more places it went to originally. Very interesting. There's stuff on top of here, so I'm gonna try to get the upper stuff first. Then we'll loop back around to the other stuff, but I saw it this time. There's some high up stuff. I wanna say it was, yeah, it's right there. So I'm gonna loop around from the side and get what's done over here first, and then see if I finish this corner. 'Cause that's the middle. So I'm gonna guess there's a little nibbling bit I left in the water over here, this little patch here, and probably what's on top of there. Who needs the indicator on where the goos are? Just remember where you've been, guys. That's all it takes. Let's go up higher. Is this about where I saw it? It was where I saw it. This is another one of the sandstorm events, or maybe even a meteor storm. If it's meteor, I'm not worrying about it. I'm in toxic goo land. This event pretty much goes away in like 1 or 2 more notches on the terraformation thing. You get other events, but this one goes away. Okay, we just had the one left in the water, so we just gotta go find that. I think it was this way. Are you it? It's a little hard to see, but I think maybe it is. We did it. Yeah, I don't really have the space to get the materials to build with, but I can get enough to make a storage thing when I get back, and then we'll explore this place a little bit. How much iron can get? 1 more? Okay. Yeah. Now we've got free reign to properly explore this little spot. Yeah, there's the base. I knew it was somewhere in this direction. So I don't know how easy to get to the top of this there is. Maybe you do have to take like the monorail, which we kind of probably had as an option and didn't take immediately. So yeah, let's slap this down. Let's pick up our supplies, pick up this, and we're gonna move along a little deeper. So we need to get some more iron and stuff, get supplies to make another base. I'm gonna go down the right side first. So I'm sure there's lots of nooks and crannies to get to along the way. What I am more looking forward is structures. I'm sure there's treasure everywhere. But structures will mean blueprints, which will be the specific unlocks for like a better jetpack, which will make us move faster, better agility boots. Which I might not be able to do much. I think they start needing like zeolite and stuff, but I mean, I want to unlock them. This one is probably actually a meteor storm. Looks really cool in this particular environment. I don't think this is a structure. I think this is just pipes. Yeah. I did see some that were winding around some other structures, and that was kind of neat, but you are something that I remember from the last planet, so that could be important later. What's going on down here? Treasure, treasure. You look like a cave for a second, so there's another one of these little things. Interesting. And here's a vehicle. Storage, so that's probably treasure. I'm not going to open the treasure till we get a couple more notches down the terraformation. We've got plenty of goodies for building. I'm just holding off. But, yeah. So that's the forest we couldn't enter. That must have been where that other one went. I guess I will put a little base here, just in case I'm in the area and want to have a ground way in and out. Is this water part of the other one? Is it part of the 500? No, it's its own lake. Okay. I'm keeping that in mind for the future. So yeah. I'll travel along the outside of this and see if this leads to any new areas that need to be like explored or cleansed. And I'm sure there were structures that I didn't. Oh, this popped in. Oh, that wasn't there before. It's a little glitchy. Unfortunate. Looking for materials to make another little base. Tungsten iron. Gonna need a silicone, iron, titanium. It's enough to make another base at least. Are you your own little lake, or are you part of the other part? No, you're part of the other part, okay. So this must be where the other monorail we saw goes. So we're gonna see where this ends up. So that's where that base was, and we were going around these rocks, yep. I'm just making sure we're not missing areas. Oh, well, you're something. I'm not gonna go down to that water, but this is leading to something. Another little station right here. This place is definitely very toxic. I don't think I can ride this one, so that's unfortunate. Though maybe there was a button for this side. So yeah, I will push that, get that one over here. Yeah, there's like stuff to loot along the way. Okay. So this looks like another area to explore and cleanse, so I'm gonna get as close to it as I can, which I guess was right here, so that's cool. Okay, let's slap a base down. And that should lead back to the central hub, by the way. If I was to guess, I think the monorail's probably coming, assuming that's working. I pushed the button at least. If not, I can just go back, so. Keep a couple on us. Put our extra storage away, and yeah, we're gonna start poking our nose into here. So you're part of the toxic area. You are treasure. 2 things of treasure. This is 132, so this area is relatively big as well. Yeah, we're gonna stick our nose out of this, and because that wasn't a real way to like get into it. That was just the edge of it. So yeah, let's get in here. Start cleansing. We're gonna have to return pretty quick. And this place is pretty toxic. So there's some ways to the side that might be easier to reach. So I'm gonna go that way next time. So let's get our radiation back and head on back in. I don't think there's much chance of filling up my inventory like the first couple of times in because of how toxic it is, so I'm not gonna worry too much about it. If I see iron, I'm gonna grab it though because we're gonna need that for storage. We're just gonna try not to overcommit. If I'm gonna guess right, this is gonna lead right out of it, so I'm just gonna follow this up and move. Yeah. So now I know there's more on that side. That might be the easier side to clean up first. So we'll head to the deeper part once we lower the level a bit. Yeah, and the thing did eventually get here, so that's good. I thought it would. slap another storage down because we're going to need it. We are going to try to get not into the toxic immediately. We're going to try to skirt around the edges and try to get in over here. Yeah. That's awesome inside, so let's cleanse this up. So we've already down one of the notches for how toxic it is. We'll properly explore this place later. Anything on top? Doesn't really look like it, so yeah, we'll get that, and then we will mosey along the side, see if there's some more. Yep. So we'll clean this up and then head back. There might be more along this route, but I think the main part's in the middle, so I'll probably dive a little bit more to the middle again. But yeah, then we'll drop this part off and we'll head back in. So we can nom on a couple of our supplies. Get me in here. Okay. I see some pretty close stuff right here. Some of this stuff is on top, which is a little annoying, but we can get up there. I know I skipped by some closer stuff, but I'm just getting what I can see and reach immediately. Yeah, and there's stuff inside too. Okay. We're not gonna overcommit, we're just gonna head on up and out. Drop this off, head back in. Yeah, I think we're handling this pretty easily. This time we can just dip inside, see if there's stuff to clean inside each one. Nope. You are clean. This one had some stuff, I think. Yep, sure does. Now downstairs. You guys good? Dip outside. Okay. Okay, we're down another notch. That's good news for us. I'm just keeping an eye out for what's going on. So there's some on this and some over there. So yeah, we gotta return. There's some farther down that way. So I'll probably go that way and make a loop this way. Another sandstorm event. That's a little annoying, unless it's meteors actually. They start out the same way. No, maybe it's red? It's a little hard to tell. We'll hear the impacts if it is, though. As I said before, if I'm cleaning up a goo, I'm not going to go chasing after meteors. Not unless the aluminum is right in my face. So this looks like a little, mountain refinery for water, so... This lake has probably got a lot to clean in it too, but I'm not even going to look at that till I get this cleaned up more. I won't lie, we're probably gonna need more storage, so start looking for iron along the way. Cool. Still good on food and water. Yeah, we're about halfway done with cleaning this already, so that's good. Look at us, we went down another notch. Yeah, so this is a lot easier to deal with now. Just making sure that when I break it, it's not going to actually spill on the ground. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, I think we're pretty good, at least on this corner, so I can just go back and drop this off. Head on the left side somewhere. Getting iron along the way because I'm gonna need storage when I return, I'm sure. There we go. Found some goo. There's also some on the left, I know. Trying to get some sight on it, but there wasn't too much to see, really. At this point, we're just gonna have to return from our inventory filling up, not really worrying about, like, the poison. Guess at least we cleared up that section. So we can grab one of these along the side, but there'll be more to grab. We should have the space next time we return, though, if I was to guess. I think we can afford to follow this path along the left to see if it actually leads to some more on the cliff. Like, I didn't see another big section, so maybe there is another section hiding. Come on, get me up here. Yeah, I know you can do it. There we go. Okay. Drop off what we can. Make another one right there. Yep, we gotta find one iron along the way. Okay. There we go. Yeah, we cleansed this little, like, research post. We're gonna go check out this side. See if there's another, like, nugget of it hiding in the crevice. Well, I found a little bit right here, at least. Is this the side of... Oh, I see some up here, too. Okay. That's why it's important to get multiple angles on things. Yeah, that was the way they intended for you to get up and down. Once you get the jetpack, you can kind of ignore such things to some degree. So the physics are a little wonky with it, but I mean, you learn to live with it. Where are we looking? 250? That's actually much less more of a problem than the other one was. Where's all this other toxic goo at? Well, here's some of it. I guess there's not too much left, but I was looking for a bigger section than I was finding. Are you over here? Are you goo? Is this the corner? I see goo up there, but are you also over here? No? Question mark? Oh, oxygen is a problem. Alright, we'll return. We'll return for you, goo. I guess I did do a little bit more looking around than I perhaps needed to. It's fine. Don't be such a baby. It's so worried about it. Yeah, we have enough storage. I'm not gonna build a thing just for one. I wonder if there's some stuff on the side, but it'll loop around, so I'm gonna look at the far side to see if there's something going on. Oh, I'll look in this little cab thing right here. Nope, nothing going on there. So I'm gonna go around this far loop, see if there's anything hiding in this corner. But I think I saw like 4 or 5 there, but there might be another section. What's going on here? This might actually dip me out of the poison for a second, which is good. But not that that's a problem. Actually, our oxygen runs out first, so I guess that's not a real concern anymore. But this is something that we haven't seen yet. That looks like a whole facility. Okay. Not much going on inside, but I thought there might be, so I looked. I don't know, if this thing keeps going up, maybe it is all up here. That'd be convenient. Nope, this is it. Good. What is going on here? This is just like part of the building. Okay. Now we can start looking a little bit more at our leisure. I guess if I got the materials, I could just pop a base into the middle. So you're just this. I'll take the blueprint though. So I guess I will pop back there and drop off what we got while our oxygen's still good. Then I'll get what I need for a base along the way, and when I come back, I'll plop it down. Well, if you're just gonna hand me iron, I'll just grab it. It's really too much of a worrywart, but as you can see, we handily made it. Okay, this time I will build a little storage. Drop this off. What did I need for a blueprint? Yeah, it's just a screen for mapping. We don't actually have like the mapping robots or anything like that, so we'll get our supplies and we'll keep moseying. Although I might actually have to make a run for food, and that might be a better plan. But we can first go around and look at what's going on deeper, so I'll take the good stuff with us. So now we can poke around a little bit and look, see if there was any goodies here that I didn't see. So what's going on up here? Nothing? Okay. So there was a greenhouse on this side we'll check out, but I'm gonna go explore that a little bit more. But I'm gonna look in these side bases and then down here in the middle right here. That's locker storage. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm keeping on the eye out for loose items, because those don't change. Entrance here, okay. Cute. Yeah, not much going on here, unfortunately. Okay. Get me out of this hole. Nothing too exciting. There's no storage, another thing. Cool. What's going on in this one? It's the upstairs, nothing going on up here. Down here, nothing on the stairs. We'll do a loop around. So that was outside. This led to... It's just another connecting building? That's a little unfortunate. You have underwater stuff. See if I can see what's going on at least. So I guess when you drain the water, more parts of the facility will become open to you. This is actually kind of cool, actually. A little hard to see. I guess when you purify it, you'll have an easier time. You know what? I'll also use the oxygen because, like, I'm not gonna really rely on it anyway. So that's cool. There's an underwater section of that one, so that one's actually kind of cool. That was an A+ area. Water, oxygen, cool. We'll play the game again. Why not? There's a heater to dismantle if I want to in here, but that's about it, other than this cocoa seed. Oh, we could plant cocoa. Alright, that's cool. That's usually a late game item, but I guess if you look around like this, you might find something like that. That's neato. Nothing else going on in here? Is that really it? Huh. Useless room. Cool. I don't think there were any more facilities to enter over here. There was this one that went a little higher in this direction. We can take a little bit more of a look at. I don't expect it's gonna go anywhere, so it's just treasure. So I guess we can come out here and look to see what's going on, like on the walls, so in case there's another area that's hiding behind it. But like the entrance was that way and we entered here, so let's come take a look at these structures, see if we got something going on. I don't think there's too much going on here, but see treasure everywhere. But there are like usually like hidden caves and stuff, so there might be something up there. But I'm largely just looking to see like if the area continues in a different direction. Yeah, see there's treasure down there, but you're not really meant to go beyond this kind of barrier, even though you can fly up on it. Where does this path lead? I'm gonna take a look up here first. See if it leads to a new area or if it's just treasure. It's got a little like platform over here. Maybe it leads to another area. Yeah, let's pop a shelter down here. It's got enough going on that it warrants looking at. And we do have to keep an eye out on our food level. So this is an elevator up. This facility is similar to the other one we had. This is a good thing to find for the future. Even though we can't really build the thing that's attached to quite yet, but that's nice to find. Okay, what's going on in this tiny little one? Not much, it's just a little control thing. Maybe it means something later. Maybe you turn power on and it does something, but for now it's not doing a lot for us. So nothing else in this corner. Your storage. Okay, let's dip in here. Let's drop this off for now. Yeah. I'm gonna check up here and then we'll start turning back if this goes much deeper because I don't really want to get away without food. We left a little bit at the central area. We can bring back some supplies. What's going on up here? Well, I don't trust that, so one thing I can do is use infinite bridge strats. We got treasure. Here, far from scrutiny, they'd love to make us forget our humanity, our hopes and destinies. Whatever happened in the past, we're still human. We should be allowed to dream at night. We won't live like scared animals forever. If you think the same, if you yearn for something else, for more, for a future, join us. You'll find us under the rocky trees. Like rats, we live in the sewers. Search there. Interesting, interesting. I'll take this for sure. So I think this was just a hidden bunker. I don't want to loot your storage. So like there's not a lot going on here, but someone was hiding out here. I think that's really cool. I like how it's hidden in the back of just this random bunker. So there's some treasure. I'm really glad this didn't lead to a new area though, believe it or not. I'm gonna look at the middle platform. And yeah, I will call it down so that next time we can get up quicker. But yeah, we'll pick up our supplies and mosey back. Cool. Well, on second thought, I can actually dismantle the loot box at least. Doesn't have anything in it. Don't need to make it look like there is. Cool. Got the supplies to make another one. I'll get some titanium. We're gonna at least take a look at that other like greenhouse and set up a base there. It's like that's the greenhouse right there. I don't know if I can actually enter that, so that would be good news to find out now as well, I suppose. I think I've got enough food to make that little bit of an assessment. It's now the platform up. I wonder where that's going. There might be like something on top of it. Someone already looted this place. How could they? Space food, okay. Nom on that. That solves our immediate food problem. Huh. Interesting. going up. Let's see. I'm trying to keep an eye out to see if there's anything on these platforms. I didn't see anything. Is this just a viewing platform? Is that what's going on? I mean, if so, that's kind of cool, but can't lie, I was kind of hoping for more. So let's see if the secret is this rock it let us get on top of easily. I don't see too much going on up on top of the rock, but what is this thing got going on? So I'm gonna build a little base outside of this. Well, that would help if I had silicone, wouldn't it? Alright, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's get some silicone and pop back up there. Can I get up there directly? I'm thinking maybe not so easily, so I'm just gonna come around here. It's fine. Can probably get over this though. Okay, let's actually make a storage thing here for now. Leave the stuff we don't currently need on us. Can't build in there anyway, so yeah, we're going to explore a little better. This facility is actually fairly large, which is something. But we've already got a prize on the front door. Okay, let's go left first. Keeping an eye out for side areas. So yeah, this is a place to turn the power on. Treasure, treasure. We can dismantle that for power if we want to. Maybe I will. It's got good stuff in it. At least the super alloy. Okay. See, look at all this super alloy. What's going on down here? Probably this elevator needs power if I was to guess, but let's see. Nope, it's working. Cool. So this area is toxic. Interesting, interesting. Let's clean this up relatively quick then, and could bring it out to the front. This is at least a relatively small section. Yeah, let's dip back up. This is gonna take more than one trip, so let's drop this off. We also had some loot, but that's cool. So we are going to need some more iron to actually build more of that. So let's get some iron situated for that. I guess I wasn't anticipating that would go in that direction, but it's kind of cool. That food we got did come in clutch, and maybe they'll find more along the way, but... yeah, I'm gonna grab some iron and then dip back that way and just build a bunch of storage units and front load it. Oh. This is gonna completely fill up my inventory, isn't it? Each one of these takes up 3, huh? We got the lion's share of it. That's cool. It's even more that way. Cool. Maybe there isn't an aluminum mine. Maybe you just have to get it from all this stuff we've been finding. But that still doesn't make sense. There's almost always a place to get it, so... it must just be like an in-game area. But we've gotten plenty from dismantling stuff regardless. So... yep, so we will slap down this. What does it take to make that again? Silicone? We don't have more silicone on us. Okay. Then we will dip out and we'll go the other way. We'll look at what's at this corner. We'll grab some silicone, we'll grab some more iron. And we'll look at this crashed shit thing over here. I think it's yeah, it looks like a crashed wheeler. Treasure. Is that just treasure? It might just be treasure. That's fine. Anything on the outside? Anything... that might loop somewhere. Treasure chest, but cool. Let's go the other way and grab the aluminum while we have the inventory space. There's also the chance that there's treasure underwater, but we're not going to even look for that until we purify it. That was just an inventory check to make sure we're not completely full. We will be now. One more. Okay. There's a little bit more this way, just 3 more. You've gotten the lion's share of it, though. I do still think that there was another area we didn't go to that was even farther beyond that lake that we cleansed, but there's just so much going on this map. Got this. I don't know if this is a dam. It looks like it's built like a dam. Okay, so let's drop this off. So look at all this loot. This is absolutely amazing. We're gonna have a whole pocket full of adventure to return in at least one trip. Yeah, let's that around. We wanted to build one of these little blueprint screens because I'm sure we'll get at least one more. Hey, look at that. We got a lamp. We love lamp. But yeah, let's drop that iron off so it's not sitting in our pocket. We also don't need all these water bottles, I guess. Yeah, let's get in here. Hope we find some food along the way. Otherwise, I'll be bailing sooner than later to at least the middle section to get that food. But we can finish cleansing this little pocket. This area we got pretty far in. I do think this is a little greenhouse, if I was to guess. That way definitely leads somewhere, so they're growing mushrooms and stuff in here. So maybe this was like mushroom research or something. Oh, did we walk by you? We might have. Yeah, at least this place isn't poisonous to any anymore. So let's see what's going on. And the room's just mildly flooded. Nice. So much goo. We could gather a lot of this resources, by the way. If we wanted to. So this actually led to something. What's going on here? So you are a message. It is said that they will come to save us, these superior beings who understand our faults and imperfections, capable of correcting what makes us slaves to our own biases, of saving those who err and calming those who seek to punish. We await their arrival, praying that they will free us from our self-imposed tyrannies. We will place our destiny in your hands, almighty engravers. Engravers? So there's some sort of religious thing going on down here. Look at that little corner we found. Let's go replenish our oxygen. Very interesting. We also had to drop it off for, we were halfway full anyway, so. Let's drop it off here in the back. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a way to get iron for storage at least, so that's cool. Let's go finish that corner out at least. I'm just looking to see if there aren't like treasure chests sitting on the corners. So like that part was blocked, so we had to walk around it. Yeah, there was one of these little things. So we're gonna have to do another pass when you put the power on because it unlocks new areas and things to do too. This facility goes down. Oh no. Okay. Oh, we can't go this way. Good. So that's a less of a requirement than the other one, so we can come here earlier. So they're researching. I think this is like a fungal growth, if I was to guess. So yeah, let's go back in to the main place and go the other direction. So this side is at least partially locked off. Good. Yep, so we got a stronger flashlight if we want to make it. That might actually have been useful, but we just got the materials now, so we can't go in here without power. Good, good, good. I'm glad it locked us out, actually. We needed to go back anyway. Let's get our good loot. I can leave the water bottles here, actually. A shredder machine. Because we're not low on water back at the other base. We just brought what we had on us, so. Okay, that's what's good here. We're gonna mosey back. So we thought there might actually be stuff that way. You know what? I'm gonna go break down that aluminum, and then we're gonna mosey back, because I might forget about it later. Because that gives you super alloy as well, not just aluminum. We definitely have more than enough for one trip, but it's good to just take care of it now. But yeah, we're gonna go dip around that backside and see if that goes to a little secret or if it leads to just treasure. It might just be a way out too, like everything generally interconnects. What's going on in this corner? Huh. Well, I didn't actually expect it to be not anything, but oh well, we could probably just go over the rocks. The game doesn't really punish you much for things like that. Little mushroom cove, that's cute. That's pretty much like the little maglev platform we had. So you can get up on it this way probably. Seeing if there's anything looped around the side of it that we didn't see. There's a locker in one of them. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright. What do we got going on? Not much in the way of treasure. I guess I'll bring anything that's not goo with us for now. Okay. All aboard the train. There probably was stuff that was actually... this was probably a treasure thing. Oh well. Fine. Fine, fine, fine. I thought it was just for me to put stuff into on the ride. I should have realized it would be a treasure. Yeah, this should just take us right back to the middle section, I believe. We can keep an eye out for is we can look at the maglev situation up here because we didn't actually ride this way, but like we saw them like interconnecting and stuff. Almost interconnecting. So they do actually interconnect, so. Interesting. So we didn't go that other way though. But yeah, this is where we had our initial like storage of food and stuff, so take plant, eat this. So we can't go too much further. So what I might end up doing is returning to the main base with our goodies. And leaving most of the water behind because we don't need to carry that on us. And we're gonna come back with another fresh load of food from the original base. Let's go up and around. Let's look in this one, see if there's anything to grab worth bringing instead of what we currently have. Water. We don't need it though. We're good with what we have otherwise. Let's keep moseying. Yep, nothing good here. Grab some more iron. Just because I had a couple slots. What is nice is that while we don't have a lot of cobalt at home, it's actually not as big of a problem as it sounds like, because we actually have a ton of power down, and that's what uses most of the cobalt. So, there's at least that for us, so that we don't need the cobalt as much either. Let's take a look at what's going on. So there is some food here, but you know what? I'm gonna carry that so we don't lose track of it. Well, maybe not. Maybe I will leave it up front, because I will look in the first chest. Cool. Let's look at the other one, see if there isn't any more super alloy to bring back. I guess I will leave an aluminum for this explosive powder that is used in some recipes. Cool. We begin the ride back. Let's sit on this side this time. We'll have a nice little, like, return journey. Yeah, this has been a great little, like, cleanup session. Fantastic. Alright, we are making our way back. This is a little bit slow, but I mean, eventually we'll unlock teleporters. Alright, we have made it. Woo. Look at that, we made it all the way back. Nothing's really changed here. Let's see how the progression's going. 2% more? Okay. Alright, so yeah, let's not die of that, but we made it. We're going to need more storage for sure. Sure, I'll put it in here with this. I also have a bio nugget. There's another one in here anyway, so that works out. I beaten the first game, so I beat the first planet. I've gotten about 60% of the way through the second one, the Humble Bundle one, with my Humble one with my friend, but he hasn't wanted to play in a while, so I haven't finished it, but I've been through the progression of the tree at least, on one planet fully. This one I've actually halted the terraformation on it because I want to cleanse the areas I can reach at this level and go explore it. So like the only one that's progressing is the purification metric still because we're purifying it. But I kind of want to like check all the areas as it goes through terraformation levels because I want to see what they look like and change. So I'm taking this playthrough a little slower. But yeah, we gathered up our food, and that's the most of what we actually needed. We just needed more food over there. This way. But yeah, I didn't do this as like a move from another planet. This is a fresh playthrough. I didn't have like, even on my main game, I didn't build the resources for this, so like, I was fine with starting over. I actually think it's more challenging this way, so I'm happy with it. Yep, we're moseying again. Are you liking this planet? Because it's pretty interesting so far. So I'm gonna go back along that monorail rail and see how it goes the other direction, because I don't actually know how to change the tracks on the way it goes, so I'll just go out there by foot. We already cleansed the area below it, but I'm gonna see like if it's blocked off on the top like the other way is on the other one. So we found two mushroom barriers in two different places that have different requirements. One was at 100 million and the other one was like 100 G, which I want to say is the next level beyond million in this counting. Like, I kind of prefer scientific notation, not the quasi stuff they were currently doing, but it is what it is. Yeah. So we can go grab all the water we left behind here and move it further down. Let's pop in here and see if there's anything to move over to that main one anyway. What did we even put in here? Sure. We don't actually need this one anymore. That was kind of more of a stopgap for collecting resources at the time anyway, but that's how easy it is to cleanse those ones that are just chilling around. This is also not a permanent base, but this is a permanent crossroads for now, so bring the iron with us. Actually, we'll bring the supplies to build a base. That's just a good idea. So what else do we want to bring? Any amount of water that we think we'll need. And the food. So there's more water at the next one along the way. So we'll just bring iron along with us. I don't really want to deal with the other ones, with the magnesium, but just the regular metal scraps gives us titanium and iron. And while titanium's not really needed, it's more useful because you need it for building structures at least. But we'll pick up iron along the way if I see it. I won't go like too much out of my way along to get it, but if I see it, I'll grab it. Good. If we're full, I don't need to worry about it anymore. So we'll take the ladder up. Cool. Yeah, we also found this section that we need power to lower the water level, I guess, so that's something for the future. Yeah, this is the one we emptied all the goo into from this area. It's just a goo storage room. But here's our actual like storage base here for this water. So we don't actually need to carry all of this, but we'll carry enough to make a base. On the other side, we don't need to carry all of this food. But we will carry most of it. Actually, let's carry it with us for the next leg, because like I feel like we can just bring it back if we need it. So that was the one we couldn't go through. This is the one that splits off, so we're going to actually ignore this monorail. We're just gonna go along the top. So that was the lake we cleansed, so there's a section over there that we didn't do, so maybe that loops up with where we're going to next, but we're gonna follow this monorail to see where it goes off to the left. And maybe this is the one that's broken, but I'm gonna look at the top of it at least. It did look like there was a structure up top of one of these that we didn't explore either, so maybe I will explore that along this way. Is that a toxified area too? It looks like that might be toxified, so there might be an upper toxic place to clean up here. So yeah, I think that might be true. So maybe we can go up there and clean that. But maybe this monorail led to this area and that's what this was for. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, let's throw this at the base of this, not any other part of it. So I don't actually have the iron to put down a storage, so let's find that real quick. Cool. Because we don't need to be carrying around all this stuff with us constantly. Oh, did I not get water? That's a problem, actually. Let's not overcommit without that. See if I left water along the way. If not, then I'll just carry something if there's anything worth carrying this area. Didn't leave us anything else. Okay. Fortunately, we're not that far away from where we left the water. It would be in there. I'm just looking to see if any of this was valuable scraps rather than just being garbage, but most of it just looks like it's iron and stuff. I mean, I have some OCD tendencies, but I'm not nearly OCD enough to feel like I need to cleanse every bit of scrap in this world. Yeah, here's the rest of it. I'll bring the iron with us. I'll make storage things there and hold it. Yeah, that was definitely a case of my bad, but it's not too bad. So this way is faster for getting back, but it's okay. There's no way to return this way, it looks like, so. I'm just seeing if there's anything I can see up top here that you couldn't see otherwise. Like, I don't really see anything else on top of these things. Unfortunately, the first planet and second planet mostly taught me that the tops of these are mostly red herrings, like they don't hide that many secrets on top of stuff. I guess they thought it might have been obnoxious for people to explore every nook of it, and I could see that. Maybe that's true. Okay, let's just toss the second one down. We will put down most of that. We'll drink one. We'll keep two on us. We will drop down the extra iron in here and a little bit in here, and we are sorted. Let's explore up here now. I think we have enough food and water for as much as we want to do, so. This time we should be properly prepared. This one has 42, so it's a little bigger than I thought for. But it's still not that big of an area. Doesn't look like it's multi-floors right here either, so. Yep, we're down one notch already. Fortunately, getting down's pretty easy. Oh, look at that meteor storm. Let's do another full circle around here. Let's actually look inside. Make sure there isn't just toxicness in that one. So that one's bigger, so that might actually be something. Yeah, let's get out of the toxicness at least. Yeah, this is just a normal meteor storm. I don't need to worry too much about it. So unless I see where they land, it's gonna be pretty hard to find it if it lands anywhere in here anyway. It is loud though. So yeah, this tunnel is the way to go. Gonna probably have to cleanse, not cleanse it, but unblock it as we go. Can I reach you through the floor? I sure can. We got the next notch on the toxic meter. Yeah, fortunately getting down is super easy, even though it's a little dangerous. We'll grab this and then we'll jump off. So yeah, each time we'll make it a little safer, so drop off the iron again. So we should be able to make it further and probably finish it next time, hopefully. So at least this one's interesting in that it's some complicated geometry to get past. So maybe we could just go over it this time and maybe make it easier. So yeah, some of it's up on top of that platform, and that's cool. I definitely think going over it was faster. But I wanted to go through it once to see what was inside. Yeah, we'll probably be able to finish it this time. We're already down to the 0.1 part. Make sure there's nothing on this side. Yeah, let's oh, it's just ladders. Interesting. I actually thought it was one of the elevators. At least I don't think this leads to like a new area. Oh, this Blazar crystals. Huh. I was wondering where these were gonna be here. So like they got crystals on top of these? Interesting. I knew they had to be somewhere, But I didn't expect it would be on top of here, but that's cool. Wonder if the other crystals are on top of other ones of these spires. Get what we can get easily. Don't have the iron to make a bridge, but I will definitely consider it. I did leave iron in the place, so I might come back up. Well, I'm gonna be back up anyway to properly explore, but... Oh, meteors did land up here. That's actually kind of convenient. Yeah, we gotta mosey our way back down. But that was actually pretty cool. I think I can make it in there without problems. It's close though. I won't deny that. Okay, so we're gonna need more storage. That's cool. But yeah, let's actually take the iron out. And we are going to head back up there and more properly explore it. But we might use the iron to make bridges. Well, Blazar crystals are good loot. There's mold in one kind though, so they might be in a different area. There's heaters in this. There might be something behind it too. Let's break that down. Let's see what's going on. No. Oh well. It's fine. What's going on in here? We got debris. Heater, that's it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not even that important whether you go in or out. Like, doesn't take that much longer. Either way. Was there something else going on up here? I don't think so. Alright, let's get up there. I guess if I had thought about it, I could have brought out the titanium and brought a base up here. We will next time. But I wanted to come check this out while I still had it in my mind. And if there's nothing going on here, I'll just break it and dismantle it. Yeah, so they didn't really want us to come over here. I understand. But as you can see, you can totally like bridge and build to almost anywhere. Which actually leads to scenarios like what I just did, where like you thought there'd be something cool there and there just isn't anything, unfortunately. So that goes even higher than we just did. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to get back, actually. Yeah, we'll bring the supplies to make an actual base up there this time, though. So what do I need? Some titanium. Okay, we'll drop this off, we'll drop this off. Sure, I'll bring that stuff because it's like enough to make 2 bases, so. Let's bring supplies if I need them. I don't expect this leads to a full new area though, so, but I will take that much at least. But there was another way up higher, so that's cool. Let's see what's going on up there. This was nothing. This way led towards potentially going up somewhere higher. Oh, and there was more meteor chunk pieces around. Okay, that's cool. That just interconnect, that does just interconnect. Cool stuff. We have the resources to build a base, so like I'm just taking this time to explore before we go higher. Interesting. I really like that you can actually explore most of these, although they seem largely empty. And I guess I'll pick up the crystals along the way. You're glowing in a weird way. I don't trust that, but we will build a little bridge and we will check it out. Huh. Treasure. Though it's not actually like lights that were placed, it's actually just like bioluminescent stuff, which is cool, but it looked like it might have been like a actual light source, so that's why I looked at it. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep this base here. I don't try to keep them in places that aren't, like, important. So, I'll just make it and do it somewhere else. This goes almost all the way back to this. This is actually kind of wild, now that I think about it. So we could just get out the maglev next time and come this way, so that's interesting. I didn't expect that all of the mushrooms would interconnect back, like, like this. I thought they were two separate. I guess it proved me wrong, huh? There really are treasure chests everywhere, huh? Alright, can I get to somewhere easily? I think that's fine. And that was this that I made. I'll leave it here so I can see that I'll remember it. Because I already know I didn't actually clear any of these areas, I just explored them. Huh. I wonder how much different this will look at the end of it. Yeah, this was the platform that went even higher. And we already explored the other direction, so I'm gonna leave a base at the bottom of this. So no, let's go up it. That's probably fine to go up it. We don't actually know that it leads to anything important. And we still have air. Okay, there's a second platform with more treasure on it. Cool. So this is, I think, higher up than any of the other ones, but let's check it out. I will at least temporarily put up a base. Let's replenish our air at least. Heater, nothing too crazy here. Now you, what do you got going on? Heater, I'll take a blueprint. So you kind of have to do exploration like this quite a bit to get all the blueprints that you need. But there is more blueprints than will unlock items, so you don't technically have to go everywhere. So see, so there's two more? No, there's two Ds. Huh. Interesting. Treasure. This, so it's just another heater and a treasure room. Okay. Cool stuff. See if this lead. There's something going on up there, maybe. But if we want to go up there, we're gonna have to build up there. So we do have the resources. Let's do it. Operation Skyladder commence. Wow. Come on, you can connect. There we go. What is going on up here? Also, this is a night event. There's a chance that this just links up to something we already explored, by the way, but maybe not? So. I actually think it might be, because that leads right back to there. Okay. So that's another way up here. So we just interconnected everything. That's cool. That's cool. I'll leave our ladder there in case we need to feel the need to go back that way. Did we leave anything here? If not, I'm just gonna break this down. Let's fill our air though. Okay. We're just gonna get our supplies and mosey onward. We solve this area. So I guess we'll take the interesting loot and leave some of the other stuff behind. So we don't need literally everything. We can get more of this stuff along the way. But we'll take the stuff we can't get elsewhere. And we'll take our supplies. If I have to leave water behind, it's actually fine. We've brought more than enough water anyway. It's not like the water's gone, we can go find it. So yeah, we'll explore the next area, which would be this last corner. I think it's the last corner. Who knows, maybe it opens up again. So I don't think I left anything of value in this, but I'll take a look at it. Yeah, just so much goo. Fine. I also don't think I left anything of value in there, but I will look at it because it's along the way. I can in fact leave our valuables here because we have to return this way though. So I will make storage chambers and do that as is needed. So Blazar crystals can stay here. We'll decode this on the way back. We can drop off extra water. Yeah. We could bring the other stuff though. We will get supplies to make another base. Cool. And enough for one storage pod. Okay, let's dip back in there. And I'm gonna actually call this a little break, as we were going at it for quite a while. But thank you everyone for checking out this stream if you did, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll probably return in a little bit for more. You take care. Bye-bye.